Hi, you guys. This is a game that I played with somebody from Indonesia. Um, so I forgot about this trick. This is a very good one, right? They put the thing over there. What I could have done was to bring out my queen instead of anything. I shouldn't have done that move over there because they bring out their queen and then now I'm trapped. I have to do that because I'm in check, right? So he takes that, and I'm thinking if I run with my king, right? If I run with my king, this person will eventually still take my knight. So I might as well just take. I mean, my rook. I might as well just take their knight. And so they took it, but now my knight is in danger. So I put it over there and he moves up. What I should have done at this point was to take my bishop that is in c8 and I should have put it into f5, but I didn't. Anyway, so he takes the pawn and I'll bring out mine to protect. And he brings out his knight to attack, and I do that, hoping that he will take with his knight, and then I put my bishop over there, and then I get either one of the two, right? So he takes with his queen, and I'm like, what? Okay, cool, let's do it. And I do what I initially wanted to do. So he moves his pawn forward because he sees that if he moves this knight to wherever, I will take the pawn that's over there. And I'm like, okay, that's cute. I move my pawn forward so that he doesn't come over to c5, right? But now he's trying to take my pawn in c7. And I move my king. At this point, castling is pointless, right? So he castles two, and I just get my knight out, and he probably thinks I'm trying to take this pawn over there. So he advances his pawn, and I'm like, I'm just trying to get into my corner. I move my bishop out, and this was obvious. I'm trying to take his knight. I mean, his rook. So he moves the rook forward, and I'm like, I'm taking another one. So he runs, and I mean, I could have taken his knight over there, but like, let's trade. Let's. So I do that because that is very dangerous. Because if he pins me here, I can't do anything. So he takes that and I move out. At this point, I offered a draw because I'm like, this is going to drag. So he moves that forward and I'm like, okay, cool. And he does that and I'm like, okay, cool. But I guess he didn't see what I was really wanting to do. So I took his rook and he took my knight. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So now at this point, I don't know what to do. And he moves his pawn because he's trying to, with the queen. And now I'm seeing this pawn is unprotected. Let me go for it. And he moves it, but now I'm seeing some things are unprotected, like one, two. I need to find my way to them. I'm thinking if he moves this pawn forward, I might as well take that. He does that. And I'm like, okay. He moves this pawn forward. I did not expect that. This was a mistake on my end, moving this pawn forward, exposing my king. But anyway, so I move that pawn forward, and he does that. I almost didn't see this, but then I took his thing, and he takes my pawn, and I take a pawn. So now what he does is he's trying to go for my knight, and it's crazy because look, my king is in the way, so I can't move my freaking knight. I do that, and he does that, and I do that. I'm thinking, okay, we'll take. He runs. I'm like, what are you doing? But what I should have done, okay, no, I couldn't have moved mine. So now I'm like, you know what, King, you are in my freaking way. So he takes, and I do that, and he runs, and I take, and he takes. So now I'm trying to go for that pawn, right? And he moves. And he protects, and yeah. and I take, right? But still, at an advantage because look, my king can't even move because hello. So now he's trying to go for that pawn, and I take his pawn. He takes my pawn, and I'm trying to go for his rook, and he does that because he's trying to go for my pawn. I'm thinking if I move to protect this pawn, he'll just go there, put me in check, take my thing, right? So I do that, and he takes, and I move, and for some reason he or she abandoned the game. So I don't know whether being nice or what, or because it froze for like quite some time. Anyway, but he would have or she would have won the game anyway. That was Indonesia and South Africa. Yay. Don't forget to check out the description, you guys. Thank you for liking. Bye.